Mr Deputy Speaker, we are sick and tired. Tired of the press releases, tired of the spin, tired of the same old contricks. To listen to the language in these press releases, you think that ministers opposite were handing out a largesse, a gift for which cash-starved communities should be grateful. To listen to the minister opening this debate, you would think that they were living in some kind of parallel reality where our well-funded councils were able to pay for every service that our residents need. It's a nonsense. And once again, here we have it, buried in the small print is the catch. If you want compassion and care for the elderly in your community, if you want clean streets and libraries and parks, if you want choices and chances for your kids, then you're going to have to pay more for it. Consider that for a moment. Handing families struggling with the biggest fall in living standards on record a £6 billion council tax bill. Shameful. Families in Band D will see their council tax rise above £2,000 for the first time ever. Now, I'm old enough to remember when the Conservative Party believed in low taxes. I'm old enough to remember when they said people who worked hard should keep more of their own money. What would the 2010 version of the Secretary of State make of the spectacle of a Secretary of State handing a £6 billion council tax bill to families at a time when taxes are already at a generational high? Well, the good news is, for those people who are lucky enough to live in an area controlled by a Labour council, that your council tax bill is £335 less on average this year than if you live in a Conservative council-controlled area. 20% less. Let's never, ever hear again from this party opposite that they're the party of careful stewardship of our economy and low taxes and siding with working people. They have blown themselves out of the water. So let's cut the spin. His party has taken £15 billion from our communities since they were elected, and he has voted through every single one. So that by 2021, a full decade after the Conservatives came to power, English councils' core spending power was 26% lower in real terms than it had been when they started. The reality of this is youth workers laid off, the bond between a young person and the only adult they trust, a lifeline for some of our most struggling young people, broken. The clubs and pubs where the pensioner would go and spend time with other people, get a hot meal, sometimes the only conversation they had in a day, boarded up. The boarded up high streets, the antisocial behaviour that plagues our town centres in places that have so much pride, so much potential, all that ambition wasted because of this government. So don't tell us to be grateful for a small refund on the money that has been taken from us systematically for over a decade. It's the original contrick, handing us a fiver while nicking a tenner.
Absolutely brilliant, totally agree. Yeah, roll Peter to give to Paul, sort of that. Put it in one hand and take it away from the other.